Hey, Jennifer Hudson, teaching professional here at the Academy of Golf at Ocean Reef. Today we're going to talk about the GPS of your swing, which is much like the GPS navigational unit inside your car. So the GPS, your grip, your posture, and your stance, sets you up for a road map that allows the swing to come from underneath you nice and balanced. If your GPS is right every swing, you've got a much better shot at having a great golf swing. If you are a little bit careless and not paying attention to your GPS and you have a bad shot, go back and check out your GPS first. So again, GPS is grip, posture, and stance. We're going to start off with the grip. If I hang my arms straight down from my shoulder at rest, you can probably see more of the top parts of my forearms than say the sides or the undersides. To show you the sides or the undersides, I really had to manipulate how my arms were twisting with inside my rotator cuff and my elbows. When my arms hang straight down, again I can see the top part of my arms. This is the strongest way I could possibly let my arms hang. If you can imagine picking up a heavy piece of luggage from this position, it seems pretty feasible. If you can imagine trying to pick up that same piece of heavy luggage like this, you can see how my body's no longer working as strong as it possibly could. So when you grip your club, to make sure that you get your natural arm hang while you're holding the club, try gripping from your fingertips, kind of the bottom fingertips of your left hand. You'll notice that your fingers can grip really strong. I've never met a person who can grip from their palm. So we're gonna put it in our fingertips and wrap our front hand, the hand closest to the target, around the club. And when you do this, you'll see the V of your hand pointing towards your back shoulder. That's a great sign that you're in a wonderful position. Your right hand's purpose is to make sure you connect with the left. So my dad always used to say, put the hot dog in the bun. That simply means that your right palm is holding your left thumb, so your hands are securely around the grip. And this is true whether you have an overlap, an interlock, or a 10-finger. It's all about making sure your hands are connected. So once you've established your grip, one thing that I really like to do when I address the ball to make sure that the second letter of my GPS posture is in maintenance, I address the ball with just my left hand, put my right hand on top of my thigh, and let it glide down until my fingertips are on top of my kneecap. At this point, my weight is in the balls of my feet so that I can lightly lift up my heels. My chest feels tall and my hips are bowed over to the ball. If I overflex my knees, watch what happens to the weight in my feet. It goes to my heels, my spine goes straight up and down. So let's demonstrate how important this is. Again, I'm going to start straight up and down, hands on top of my thighs, bow from the hips until my fingertips get to the top of my kneecap, and I'm going to let my arms hang. It should look like there's a lot of space underneath my chest for my arms to swing from under and around me. If I go knee heavy, hips back, shoulders back, now my arms are forced to swing around me, and that's hardly ever a good golf swing. So we've got grip, posture, and now let's talk about stance. So when we talk about stance, we're really talking about three things. We're talking about, one, how narrow or wide your feet are, so that's the width of your stance. And the width of your stance will change a little bit for every person based on some different variables. In general, if you just don't know because you haven't learned it yet, you're going to hold your arms to your side, let them hang down, and make the outsides of your feet look like they're even with your fingertips. That's going to set your feet just about shoulder width apart. Generally speaking, that's a great stance width to have. The other two variables of stance are ball position and hand position. The probably two most overlooked aspects by all of my students, no matter how many times I say it. It's so important to be able to set the ball position the same way, the right way, every single time. With an iron or a wedge, you're looking just left of the placard of your shirt, nearly underneath the logo of your shirt if you had one on your left chest plate. So that means it's slightly forward of center. Your hand position, equally as important as ball position. You've got three options with your hand position. You could go grip right at your navel, grip to your right leg, or grip to your front leg. The answer really makes a lot of sense. If you let your left arm hang straight down from your shoulder, how it naturally hangs, you'll see that with the ball position just forward of center, your left hand should look like it's just inside the left thigh. From there, you're set up. You've got good grip, you've got great posture, you've got the right ball position, hand position, and feet width, and you're set up for the recipe of success to have a great golf shot. Thanks so much for your time. Hope this GPS tip helps you out. Cheers.